Does marketing ever feel exhausting? If you're nodding yes, you are not alone, especially if you're an introvert. One of the things that can make it feel draining is when the marketing tactics that you use feel out of sync with who you are. So it feels inauthentic or out of alignment. But what exactly does that even mean? Think about it this way. Maybe you've been told that you have to do video, but every time you get in front of the camera, you feel like you're pretending to be somebody else. Maybe you're not a fan of social media, but you find yourself scrolling and posting and talking to people you don't know because you've been told that that's where the marketing happens. Or maybe that high energy, always on nature of the marketing that you see most often doesn't suit your quiet, reflective nature. These mismatches between your communication style and the most common marketing strategies that you're seeing people using are more than just annoying. They're the primary source of your exhaustion around marketing because you're constantly being asked to be someone you're not. Here are some more examples. Email marketing. Now, I'm a huge supporter of email marketing, actually. But if you already hate email marketing and everything you receive from email marketing is a turnoff, then it's going to feel super uncomfortable for you to use it in your own marketing. Or sales calls. Now, your marketing should be designed to support your sales. But if all you ever see in your industry are people aggressively pushing to close the deal, then it's going to feel completely out of alignment with your personal style, and it's going to be really hard for you to do. There are a few reasons why these strategies feel inauthentic and out of alignment for introverted business owners like you. First, they require you to be on all the time. Extroverted tactics can lead hard on high energy and constant output, and that continuous social interaction can drain your battery. And then when you finally break away from it, you're wondering if it was even worth it because it's really hard for you to see the results. And they don't draw on your strengths. These types of extroverted tactics don't leverage an introvert's ability to listen closely, to think critically, and to create a meaningful connection that you feel comfortable with. These are things that probably matter to you, and yet they're missing from the strategies that you're seeing most often. And lastly, they don't allow you to connect with your audience authentically. So who your audience sees in your marketing and who they meet when they talk to you in person might be totally different. If you see this happening, it can cause a really deep dissonance or discomfort, making you worry because the person you are in your marketing isn't the person you are in real life. When you see these misalignments in your marketing, it's a sign that you need to find better marketing strategies that honor your introverted nature. Your marketing should draw on your strengths. It should enable you to engage with your audience authentically without having to pretend you're someone you're not. And there are some very important reasons why this is worth figuring out beyond wanting to market your business successfully, though that is reason enough. One of the things you might not realize is that there's an actual emotional cost when you market your business in a way that feels out of alignment and inauthentic. First, it causes stress and anxiety. When you pretend that you're someone you're not, it is completely at odds with the fact that you value authenticity. So when you pretend that you're an extrovert, it is out of alignment with both your values and your natural tendencies. Second, it's going to be inefficient and it's going to cause you to procrastinate. That stress and anxiety can drive you to avoid your marketing. It doesn't feel good and it doesn't represent who you are and what you believe. So it's going to be that much harder to get yourself to do it. Your marketing will actually take longer to do because it's not aligned with your motivations or your comfort zone. It's going to foster doubt and hesitation. It's going to make you question what you're doing. And that's all going to manifest as procrastination. Third, your marketing is going to feel unfulfilling and you're going to feel really disconnected from it. Wait, should you feel fulfilled by your marketing? Absolutely. Your marketing is you talking to your audience, the people that you help and serve. They are the reason why you do what you do. If talking to your audience does not make you feel connected to them, if it doesn't give you a sense of purpose and drive, if it doesn't give you a sense of fulfillment, you're doing it wrong. And lastly, you're more likely to burn out. The longer you try to make this work, the longer you stay in that stress and discomfort, trying to just drive through it and figure it out, the more it's going to drain you, the more you're going to hate it, and the harder it's going to be to do. In the end, the constant draining of your energy every time you do your marketing is going to make you feel overwhelmed, underexcited, and wondering how the hell you're supposed to do this. Does that feel familiar? Because wait, there's more. When you stick with strategies that feel out of alignment and uncomfortable and inauthentic and not natural to you and not drawing on your strengths, you are engaging in emotional labor. Emotional labor is the effort it takes to express emotions that you don't actually feel. So you're expressing excitement when you're actually drained. You're expressing extroversion and you're actually quiet and reserved. You're showing up as outgoing and you really are not. So it's emotional labor when you're showing up as on all the time and excited and upbeat, and you're actually a little bit more reserved and laid back. You can also think of it as the process of managing your feelings in order to fill the emotional requirements of your work, in this case, marketing. So when you're pretending to be an extrovert, or you put on an extroverted personality when you're actually an introvert, you're engaging in emotional labor. What I want you to know is that there are some important downsides to emotional labor that you need to know about. We've already talked about how it can increase your stress and drive your emotional exhaustion, even all the way to burnout. It can also impact you physically. It can cause insomnia, deep physical fatigue, and even hypertension and heart disease. I think it's really important and really interesting to notice that simply choosing to be yourself, to choose to show up authentically in your marketing, can have a positive emotional and physical impact. So how do you do this? What choices can you make, and how do you make them? First, get clear on your values and your preferred communication styles, and use that information to design a marketing strategy that fits who you are. Next, set clear boundaries. Decide ahead of time what you will say yes to and what you will say no to. I think of this as what is on the table and what is off the table. And I invite you to do that right now. Tell me in the comments, what is off the table for you in terms of your marketing, or what is on the table for your marketing? Knowing this can be incredibly powerful for you and the choices that you're going to make in your marketing. And just so you know, you can change your mind. But right now, what's on the table and what's off the table in terms of your marketing? And then what you do is you use your boundaries to honor your energy. If something is too draining, it's off the table. You can find another way to accomplish that goal that is more in alignment with who you are. For example, let's say you've chosen to use Instagram as your marketing tool of choice, but doing Reels feels really uncomfortable, then do static posts instead. If video is too intimidating, maybe you should blog. Or if live video is too intimidating, but you don't mind being on camera, maybe pre-recorded video is the way to go. You have options, and you get to choose based on who you are and your preferred communication style. Last but not least, don't be afraid to try things out. Marketing is all about testing. We don't know what's going to work until we put it out there. And that includes experimenting to see what does or doesn't work for you, your business, and your audience. All of those things have to come together, keeping you and your preferences as part of that mix. It's easier to know what does or doesn't fit because you've tried it a few times. In the end, the goal is simply to be true to yourself and to be able to show up as yourself. It'll be less exhausting, you'll feel better about your marketing, and the right people will connect to you through your messaging and through your authenticity. If this has been a useful conversation for you, and you're looking for marketing approaches that resonate with your quiet authenticity, I invite you to follow my channel. Around here, we explore marketing that aligns with who you truly are, helping you build and grow your business your way. I'll see you again soon.